We are living through one of the most extraordinary transitions in human history. The coming years, perhaps the next 5 to 10, may bring more change than the past century combined. Artificial intelligence, robotics, and automation are reshaping how we work, learn, communicate, and even how we understand ourselves. This moment can feel unsettling at times, but it is also filled with tremendous possibility. AI has the potential to unlock breakthroughs in healthcare, education, energy, and countless other fields. It may help us live longer, learn faster, and solve problems that once seemed insurmountable. We are standing at the edge of a profound transformation, one that offers enormous promise if we learn how to engage with it wisely. To thrive in this new era, one of the most important things we can do is educate ourselves about AI itself. We don't need to become engineers or experts, but we do benefit enormously from developing a working understanding of how these tools function, what they can do, and where their limits lie. Exploring different tools, experimenting with them, and staying curious helps remove fear and replaces it with agency. When we understand something, we are less likely to feel threatened by it and more able to use it intentionally and creatively. At the same time, learning about AI must go hand in hand with learning how to question it. We are entering a world where images, voices, videos, and even entire narratives can be convincingly fabricated. What looks real may not be real. What sounds authoritative may not be true. Developing healthy skepticism is becoming a core life skill. It means slowing down, asking questions, verifying sources, and resisting the urge to immediately believe or share what we see. Thriving in this era requires both openness and discernment, curiosity balanced by critical thinking. Beyond AI itself, one of the most powerful ways to build resilience is to keep learning broadly, simply for the sake of understanding more about the world. The wider our base of knowledge, the more adaptable we become. Learning across many subjects, history, science, psychology, philosophy, economics, art, and culture, helps us see patterns, make connections, and think more flexibly. In a world where narrow expertise can increasingly be automated, broad understanding becomes a uniquely human strength. Learning for its own sake builds confidence, perspective, and resilience, and it helps us feel less fragile in the face of rapid change. Equally important is reconnecting with the tangible, physical world through analog and material skills. While it's true that many hands-on trades may eventually be assisted or even replaced by robots, that transition will take time. In the near and medium term, skills like carpentry, building, repair, and other forms of physical craftsmanship remain deeply valuable. Beyond their economic usefulness, these skills offer something more profound, a direct relationship with materials, tools, cause, and effect. There is a deep satisfaction in making or fixing something with your own hands. It grounds us in reality and reminds us that not everything meaningful happens on a screen. The arts deserve special attention as well. Music, literature, painting, ceramics, storytelling, and other creative expressions remain uniquely human pursuits, even as AI grows more capable of imitation. There is something irreplaceable about art made by a person shaped by lived experience, emotion, struggle, joy, and intention. Creating art for its own sake nurtures imagination and emotional depth. It connects us to ourselves and to one another in ways that efficiency and productivity never can. In a world increasingly optimized by algorithms, art preserves mystery, nuance, and soul. Equally vital is our relationship with the natural world. We live in an age of constant digital stimulation, where attention is endlessly pulled toward screens. Reconnecting with nature becomes not just restorative, but essential. Spending time outdoors, listening to birds, watching clouds move, feeling the rhythm of the seasons. These experiences gently pull us back into the present moment. They remind us that life exists beyond notifications and feeds. Many of us have witnessed how easy it is to be physically present somewhere beautiful while mentally absent, absorbed by a phone. Relearning how to truly notice the world around us is a quiet but powerful act of reclaiming our attention. Cultivating a garden is one especially meaningful way to reconnect with the earth. Growing food or flowers teaches patience, care, and humility. It reconnects us to cycles of growth and decay that no technology can replace. There is something deeply grounding about tending soil, nurturing living things, and watching them grow over time. Gardening reminds us that not everything responds instantly, that progress often happens slowly and invisibly, and that tending life is itself a form of wisdom. Our relationships with animals also take on deeper meaning in a high-tech world. Animals offer presence without pretense. They respond to care, tone, and touch rather than algorithms. Their companionship brings warmth, comfort, and grounding. In a future filled with artificial interactions, the authenticity of a living, breathing animal becomes even more precious. These relationships remind us of empathy, responsibility, and connection at a very fundamental level. At the heart of everything, though, are our relationships with one another. As work changes and traditional structures shift, human connection becomes even more essential. Friendships, family bonds, and community ties provide meaning that no technology can replace. Maintaining these relationships requires intention, staying in touch, listening well, showing up, and making time for one another. Yet the rewards are immense. In a rapidly changing world, our connections to other people remain one of the most stable sources of belonging and resilience. Ultimately, thriving in the age of AI is not about becoming more machine-like. It is about becoming more fully human, more curious, more grounded, more creative, more connected, more present. This moment we are living in truly is a gift, which is why we call it the present. When we slow down enough to inhabit it fully, we begin to see how rich and meaningful it can be. If we can embrace technological progress while deepening our humanity, we won't just survive the changes ahead, we'll grow through them. We'll become more resilient, more thoughtful, and more alive. And in doing so, we may discover that the greatest opportunity of this new era is not what technology can do for us, but who it invites us to become.